Crowne here, your mortgage consultant for life. Welcome to this week's Mortgage Moments video. I'll have a new short video on a mortgage or financial fitness topic every week. So please make sure to follow my YouTube channel or visit the Mortgage Moments section on my website, kitcrowne.com, for the latest video. This week, I'm finishing a three-part series designed to help first-time home buyers hit the ground running. Today, we're going to talk about making informed offers. I'm not going to tell you that there's a magic formula because there's not, but I put together some sensible concepts that you can put to work to help you make informed decisions when it comes time to submit an offer on that home that checks all the boxes for you. The first thing I want to share is that you're on your own. Your realtor can't tell you what to offer. The seller and their agent aren't going to tell you what they're actually willing to accept, and that leaves you having to come up with a great big number all by yourself. I think this is a really confusing space for most of us because that's not the world that we live in every day. After all, you don't go into a supermarket and negotiate what you're willing to pay for your groceries. The few occasions where we do find ourselves negotiating are the price we pay for a car, sometimes for our wages, and of course that 5 or 6 times in our lifetimes event, the purchase of a home. It's no wonder then that most of us feel uncomfortable and confused about what is reasonable to offer. So what are the ground rules, and how do you make smart and sensible offers? Let's jump in and take a look at some of the factors that I think will help you organize your thoughts. Where in the buying season are you? If it's springtime, you're joining the masses as they come out of hibernation and are searching for a new home. This is a classic supply and demand equation where the more buyers there are who are vying for homes, the less willing a seller will be to accept a lower offer. Contrast that with the market in late November and when there are fewer potential buyers, and that means that sellers are generally more willing to negotiate. How long has the property been listed for sale? If it's brand new to the market, the seller is still convinced that the world will beat a path to their door and pay list price or more. On the other hand, if the property has been languishing on the market for months, the seller may recognize that they're asking too much and be willing to negotiate. Another indicator of seller motivation is the number of times that the price has been reduced and the pace of those changes. If the asking price is coming down quickly, that's a pretty strong indication that you have a motivated seller who will consider a lower offer. Does the home stand out either in a good way or a bad way? We call that curb appeal. Properties that have been well maintained and properly staged rarely see price reductions and often sell in days. On the other hand, a home that just looks unloved requires both imagination and money, so these often linger on the market and sell for a discount. Does the home need work right away? Once again, sellers who have been investing and keeping up with their homes and making the right upgrades are in a position to command a higher price, where sellers who haven't kept up or made investments will see their homes suffer in value. What's going on in the neighborhood? Is it stable and well tended? Or is it looking like no one cares anymore? Are there lots of for sale signs up? And if so, what's going on that's causing people to sell and move on? Once you've contemplated these ideas, I find it useful to grid them out so that I can sort through just how they stack up. For example, a home that comes on the market in the spring, has only been on the market for a couple of days with no price changes, is oozing curb appeal, needs no repairs or upgrades, and is in a desirable neighborhood, is going to sell at or above list price and sell quickly. By comparison, a home that's still for sale in the dead of winter, has been on the market for months, the seller has lowered the price several times, the home has low curb appeal, needs a lot of repairs, and the neighborhood is full of for sale signs, is far more likely to sell at a steep discount. The reality is that it will never stack up so neatly, but you can quickly gain some perspective by weighing each of these elements as you come up with an offer. Here's a factor that you just can't control for, and that's that sellers have the right to be unswayed by any of these market reality checks. And it turns out that some of them are just like that. You can call them unreasonable, and irrational, and it just won't change a thing because it turns out that you just can't fix stupid. Wrapping it up, a reasonable offer is going to take these concepts and translate them into a number. Sometimes that number will be 100% of what the seller is looking for because the home is correctly priced, and sometimes the right number will be lower to correct for an overpriced home. What I can tell you is that on average, homes are selling for between 95 and 100% of the list price. That means that it's completely unrealistic to lowball a newly listed home that checks all the boxes, and completely reasonable to be aggressive on a home that has languished in the market. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and remember always that I'm here every day to help solve the problems that living life on life's terms sends your way. Keep my number close by so that you can reach me anytime you need my help, or anytime someone that you care about needs someone who will care about them as much as I care about you. See you next week.